Welcome back, everybody. Sunday night, Sunday evening, hopping back on. See what's good with my tribe, with my people. Time in Belgium coming to an end. I still have a weekend of London coming up, though. But then after that, back to Mexico City we go. Starting the really, I feel like the third chapter of my stint in Mexico. And if there's one thing I've learned from my time that I spent here in Belgium is that I feel Belgium calling more and more. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to move back to Belgium. It'll probably mean a move closer to Belgium. What's up, Gasser? How you doing, girl? What is good? How was your Sunday? Cleaning. That's what's up. Sunday is a great day to clean. Keep things nice and tidy. Went to a birthday party last night and it was fun. What did I do last night? Oh, I watched I have like two of my best friends with whom I like to watch NBA. So we like to watch NBA, hang out and chill. They're both fathers, they both have kids. I feel like in your late 30s you just want to chill with the homies and have a good time. That's what it is. I've been taking a little bit of a break from creating content, taking it a little bit more easy. Doesn't mean we're gonna not keep going, but it does mean every now and then I'm in the same I'm in the same position with lifting. I feel like in terms of me hitting the gym and in terms of me battering my body, I'm just tired, man. I feel like I'm I've pushed myself to exhaustion and I sleep plenty. It's not that my life is that stressful, but so a lot of the times when I hang out with people in Belgium, when I need people to hang right now, I usually not like I often opt to work out with them, right? So picture this. I've been training like a goddamn demon for years. And then I come here, I keep training like a demon. And then every time I hang out with one of my friends, we work out. So what ends up happening is that I basically just become overtrained and just exhausted. And like this morning, Sunday morning, I got up at 8 a.m. to go hit the gym in the Netherlands, in Eindhoven, which is a Dutch city. And I was just like, we were supposed to hit back, but I was like, this is not like, when you're tired, when you're a natural athlete and you're tired, it's literally beating a dead horse. Like you can do the pulls, you can do the curls, um, you can do all, but you're just like your body's not responding. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna train tomorrow. Probably will train on Tuesday, but then, yeah, I think a big break is in order. Like you just know when that time has come for you to like just not hit the gym for like a week, basically. Anywho, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys feel like talking about? Don't be shy and don't hold back. I will say one thing. I feel like in general, I am more inspired like I like to compare it to a musician. You know how they always say how musicians' first projects are always their best project? Because usually they've had like 25 years of life leading up to that. So they have this pond, this vault, if you will, of 25 years of experiences, emotions, and stuff to kind of take inspiration from, um, to create, to pour all of that life and experiences and stuff into the mold of the song, right? And so when and then they tour and they just become famous artists, and then the follow-up album often is not that like inspired or that good. I think that's the real reason why artists usually, produce their best work early. I feel that same way with like being in Belgium. um, I had less inspiration to make videos, because I had less interactions, right? Like it's not like I'm not saying it's not like I'm not saying it's worse. Like I'm very happy here, but in Mexico City, I just had a more exciting life. I had a more eventful life. I had a more thrilling life. That is real. Being free. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? If you could only choose one but not have the other, what would you choose? Deep love with the woman of your dreams, or unlimited money and wealth and never have to work again? Hmm. I would put I would take unlimited money and wealth because I have confidence in my ability to find my person, like, especially if I have unlimited money and wealth. Yeah, because I don't think like, the premise of your question almost, um, kind of, like, insinuates that if I would take the money, that negates my possibility to fall in love or find real love, but I don't think, if that's not the case, I would always pick the money. Also, you're saying unlimited money, so the first thing I think about is the amount of people I could help with that. Why do I feel like most people I run into that want to date are people that need to chill for a few years? You mean like they need to figure stuff out? Like they're not ready to date? That's how I'm taking your comment. Mm, I don't know, man. I think timing is such a big factor when it comes to love and relationships. It's really all about timing. And I do also feel like getting older now, myself, being 37, I made this video, called The Good Ones Go. And it's true to an extent. Like people that don't have issues committing or bonding or falling in love, like people that are mentally healthy, you kind of have to be very crude. I feel like you have to get lucky in the sense that you kind of have to run into someone who just got out of the relationship, a long relationship, and then you can like come across someone that has a lot to offer and that is mentally healthy and all these things. But people like that don't stay on the market long because they have a lot of appeal. If you run into someone that has also been single for years, there's always a reason. And I'm not above that. Like I'm not saying I'm any better. So, but of course I'm me, so I'm trying to find the best for me still. Same way anybody else wants to find the best for them still, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, they have the constant need to have someone to be by them, that they just got out of the relationship or have mental issues. Yeah, exactly. That's a real thing. Like, there's a lot of people that just don't know how to be alone. They literally do not know how to be alone. The last girl I met was like that. She had just been together for years. She was single again. Her mom was even telling her, like, she wanted her to be single a little bit to experience that and to learn how to be alone. And I was like, "Cool, let's take it slow." And then she was like, "I'm waiting on you to ask me to be your girlfriend." I'm like, "I thought we were gonna take it slow." Like, yeah, people definitely do that. They wanna be together all the time. It's a curse scenario. Choosing one means you're cursed to never have the other. Right. Okay. That changes everything then. But I already felt the underlying, like, assumption or, if you choose unlimited money, it's a curse, you'll never find the woman of your dreams. Yeah, I mean, in that case, man, I'm going with love. I'm going with love because I think unlimited money and wealth is just gonna be depressing as hell if you can't have love. So that's easy. I've met a lot of people who are single for years. It can be hard to find someone. Thankfully, they have partners, spouses now. Like, they were genuinely cool people, well put together. They just had a hard time finding someone. Yeah, no, that's true. Like, it's not. They exist. Let me be clear. They do exist. But if you take 10 people that are like 37 and that haven't had a relationship in 5 years, I would say 8 out of those 10, something is a little bit wrong with them. It's also like it becomes increasingly, and guys, when I say something's wrong with them, I don't mean that in a judgmental manner. Like, I think there's plenty of things wrong with me, for example. Like, I just want to make that super clear. Um, but yeah, I some of them also don't put dating as a priority. Yeah. I'm a romantic, so I don't understand that. That to me is always like, and that's my biggest gripe. That's my biggest complaint about Belgium. I don't date here. I don't meet girls here, man. I don't really. It's not interesting. So, but what I was gonna say is, I also believe, and I notice that from myself, that the older I become, the older I get, the the more like the more difficult of a person I become, the more specific I become. Like, you go deeper and deeper into those, like, habits and routines, and it gets harder and harder to eventually or potentially break free from that. It's just not easy. What's up, Modern Entertainment? How you doing? How is your Sunday going? Welcome to the live. Happy to see more people showing up and participating in the chat. I went to I'll show you guys a picture of me and my mom and dad of this afternoon. We went to this my favorite little terrace. Look, Mama and Daddy Benzo. That was this afternoon. I had a blast, and then I just had ding 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 some of my mom's lasagna. So this has been a pretty perfect Sunday. Woke up, hit the gym. I approached a girl at the gym. I got shut down hard. Oof. The gym was in the Netherlands, in Holland. I always find women to be more attractive there. So I saw this girl and did the old picture trick. So what I like to do is I'm like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my friends? Right? So I put my phone into their hands. Then she took a picture, and then I was like, "Hey, if you give me your Instagram, I can give you some photo credit." I don't know. It's kind of lame. I know, but that's the best I could do at that moment. She's like, "No, that's fine." I was like, "Fuck." Felt kind of embarrassed, but I'm glad I took my shot. I'll show you guys the picture of me and my friends that she took. That was this morning. What makes Dutch women more attractive than Belgian women? Love that question. Love that question. Dutch women have a lot more sexual energy, so they're just like a lot more confident. They're more outgoing. They are more passionate and they're more direct, and it's just all about confidence. Confidence correlates with sexual energy, and so Belgian women in general just tend to be very conservative and very insecure. It's just the way it is in our society in Belgium. And so that then reflects in the way they're like, their energy is. So Belgian women are very like closed off. Like, so they also don't like outgoing people like me. They're like, oh, you need to chill. So it's never been a good match. Dutch women, on the other hand, are very assertive, very like they're in your face. So I also just feel like Dutch women tend to dress better. Um, I think they're more beautiful. All right, all right, Lorenz, move to the Netherlands. I don't think so. I don't think I would do that. If I'm gonna be living in the Netherlands, I'm gonna be living in Belgium. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna. Mom's cooking is the best. My kids always rave about my cooking as well. Every mom's proud moment. Yes, I agree. It's the best. Like just the food that you grew up on, man. It's amazing. Somebody specifically requested a picture of me and my mom and dad, so I hope they're watching this. Find a lady that can do long distance. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not doing any more long distance. We off of that. We not doing that no more. We not doing that no more. No more long distance, baby. No sir, not me. Keep the questions coming, guys. We are in here. I'm in there like swimwear. Oh man, that's a great question. What's up, Wood Duck? What keeps you going after 8 years of grinding out videos? Bro, you know what? is sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even fucking know. And I'm glad you said it, man. Like, I'm glad you said it. You said grinding out videos. Like, it really is grinding out videos, man. Like, and I wasn't gonna talk about this, man, but fuck it, you raised the question. And don't like I'm not fishing for compliments, or I don't like I'm not trying to like be a victim here. I'm none of those things, right? I'm just venting. But goddamn, do you know how hard it is to keep coming up like with ways to create something meaningful, with ways to create something that has value and like stay true to yourself. It's I don't know, man. It's hard. Sometimes it's also hard to like not get the recognition that you feel like you deserve. Um, Last couple of days, I've been feeling pretty demotivated. Like that's why I do think I kind of need a break in general. Um, but I think it'll happen. by itself, like things will kind of fix themselves when I get my ass back to Mexico. So we'll see. But what keeps me, because I still haven't answered your question. What keeps me going is that I don't have a plan B, man. This is my plan A, YouTube. And I love it also. It's my passion. It really is. Like it's never like a job. Though sometimes it can feel like that, but like tonight, I didn't necessarily feel like doing a live. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty tired. I had a really good day. I'm happy, but I'm tired, you know? And yeah, what keeps me going? Like I feel like it's a two-way street. I know that there's people who when I post something, that's the first thing they watch. I know they download the videos. I know they like, and so I feel responsible in a way towards them because they've always supported me. Sometimes videos go viral, sometimes they don't, sometimes the views plummet. But there's just like this hardcore segment that always sticks around, and I do feel loyal towards them, and I feel like I owe it to them. Like today, it's not going to be a super long live. We're like 20 minutes in. It's probably going to be 30 minutes, but at least has 30 minutes, And I did try to like really give good content and be honest and be open. So what keeps me going is I'm sticking to the plan. I'm staying down until I come up. I believe in this shit, and I do treat it like a job. Like in this instance, the last time I posted a video was, man, I can't even remember. Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Feels like probably longer. But so I do feel like I'm gonna give you something, you know? Mar Entertainment. I don't recommend long distance. The fire will fade after a while. Happened to me 5 years gone. Okay, Mar, I love you. Thank you for that. I want to say one thing. One thing I don't like. One thing I don't like about what you said, and don't take it personal. But this is something that a lot of people say, and it's always actually, women always say this, and I kind of hate it. Like, why do women, when you've been together for some years or even some months, and then it doesn't end up working out, and then they're like, I can't believe I wasted my time on you. I can't believe I lost XYZ amount of years to this. I can't, it's like, the fuck? Like, bro, this whole thing about life is the journey is a destination. Like, I resent people with this mindset that they're like, oh, like, I put in a bunch of time, so now I needed a guarantee that my time was gonna pay off. Like, huh? And also, it ties into this underlying notion that you're like that is wasted time, and that no, it doesn't even tie in. It literally screams that it was a waste of time if it didn't work out, which is like the most non-romantic and basic bitch ass way of looking at life. Like it's all about the experiences, man. It's all about the journey. Who cares that it didn't work out? Like imagine, and Mar, I'm not getting at you. I'm just in general. Like, but imagine thinking like that's how you're supposed to have guarantees. That's ridiculous, you know. And also it ties into this underlying notion that you only have a short window to find love, and then once your beauty diminishes, you're cooked, and like all of this stuff. I don't like that. Nathan, what do you think about sports betting? I've been making just about the same amount of money from online betting as a 9 to 5. Bro, I think sports betting is dumb as hell. But if you can tell me without lying to me that you're making the same money at gambling than you do at your job, then you're a motherfucking boss. And then you should just keep on going, man. Like I do think you're very much the exception. I do think that is rare. I think for most people, sports betting is dumb as hell because you're gonna lose. I was heavy on sports betting for like a solid 2 years. What's up, Lady R? It's exhilarating, but it's kind of dumb, and you're gonna lose money in the end, unless you're you and you seem to have it figured out. Lizard, thank you so much. You said I don't have any questions, but I'm glad I finally caught one of your live streams. See, you know what, Doug? Um, you were asking me why I continue to grind out videos after 8 years. For the people like Lizard, like that late night day. Lizard coming in here and being like, I always wanted to catch you live. I'm glad that I did. That's literally like that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me, man. Women do have the biological clock ticking. Yeah, I know, I get it, but it's not like I don't. And the minute, let me give you women a tip. The minute you start pressuring a guy, he's gone. Like that's so unattractive. Like the minute you're like, ooh, like I mean, not I know plenty of dumbasses who cave to the pressure. Like one of my friends, his girl gave him an ultimatum. They're like, if they're not making a baby in 1 year, I'm gone. And then they went and did it. That's kind of dumb to me. Wood duck. It seems like the content gets more traction in Mexico City, perhaps due to the adventurous nature of it. Agreed, you're right. But you seem more mentally healthy and happy in Belgium. Seems like a real paradox. That's funny, Wood Duck, because I always feel like you leave little slick comments. You're always like being a little troll. But that being said, what you just said now is pretty goddamn on point, and I appreciate that. So let me repeat that. Wood Duck said, it seems like the content gets more traction in Mexico City, perhaps due to the adventurous nature of it, but you seem more mentally healthy and happy in Belgium. It seems like a real paradox. Bro, this is like people loving artists because they make the best music when they're depressed and when they're like in a bad place. And then as soon as the artist gets happy, the art falls off, the music falls off, they lose that edge because they're now happy, they're no longer like relating to all these people. And people are like, the fuck? I need you to be sad again, right? So like there's a lot of jokes about that, but that's real. Like I am mentally more stable and happier in Belgium than I am in Mexico City. That's real. Um, but the content kind of drops off. The views kind of drop off. That's real. That's real. And let's be honest, a lot of people, not I mean, some people, they just watch because they want to see me walking through the city of Mexico City. They want to see me walking through the streets. It's like it is what it is. Lena, if they say that the whole thing was wrong from the start, time with one you love is never wasted. Thank you. I agree. That's why I break up with someone if I can't imagine marrying them. Interesting. What's up, Mar? I found out he was flirting with other women, found his phone unlocked, so now I feel 5 years were wasted. That's a different story. That's a different story. I feel you, girl. I feel you. That sucks. Fuck him. J.R. Smith. I do go biking. I love biking. I went biking today. We have a lot of water here, a lot of canals and stuff, and I love the bike next to it. I love biking in general. Not crazy mountain biking. I'm not a cyclist, but I do like to, you I love biking. I bike in Mexico City as well. Do you fast and how often, Nathan Senpai? I fast when I do a cut. So I'll start fasting when I get back to Mexico City because I'm gonna jump on a cut. So I'm gonna then I basically have my last meal at 7 p.m. and then I try not to eat until 12. So it's like a 16-hour window, more or less. 16-hour fast. And then I have 8 hours to eat and then 16-hour fast. So I only do it when I cut, so I'll be doing it soon. I feel that, Gapster. That makes sense. Jean Peterman. Jean. Hi, I just wanted to say, why do we look at people's disabilities instead of accepting people for who they are? My husband had a leg amputated below the knee, but that didn't change anything to the knee. Well, first of all, you seem like an amazing woman, and you seem like an absolute catch. And shout out to your husband for locking that down. He did a really good job. Um, I think it's just like, I mean, I don't know, but I think some people would be embarrassed to be with somebody like me or with somebody like your husband who has an amputated leg because those people are considered weak, like sick. I think it's like a biological natural thing where you don't want to be with a sick partner. Also, like status wise, like that's not the way to go. I think that's kind of it. And I just think I know a lot of people just want to have a good looking partner. That's just a real thing. So yeah. But I just want to say, Jean, you are the real MVP, and your husband is such a fucking lucky bastard. And I love that we have people like you in this world. So thank you, Jean Peterman, for being awesome, for being light in this world. How was your day? It's good. I went to the gym this morning. I tried to get a girl's Instagram. I got shut down. I came home, had an omelet with bacon and some biscuits. Took a nap. Took a shower. Went with my mom and dad to have some drinks at a terrace. Came home, had mom's lasagna, and now I'm talking to you guys. And after this, I'm gonna chill. So that's a pretty good Sunday. Sweats! What is up? I see you, girl. Can I get big muscles just working out and not taking those supplements? I don't like taking those things. Yes, you can. You don't need you listen. I stopped using whey protein powder like 2 years now. I'm lying, maybe a year. But you don't need that. Like people vastly overestimate the importance of that stuff. You can if you just eat a lot of fish, a lot of eggs, a lot of chicken, like a lot of skyr, which is like yogurt, Greek yogurt. No, it's not Greek. But you're gonna be good. You don't need that. Real food. Real food. Thank you, Lady R. I appreciate that. Guys, if you appreciate the channel, consider clicking the dollar sign below the chat box and donating to the channel. It goes a long way and it does help out immensely for what I'm trying to do here. Don't feel sorry, lady. I'm blessed. I have a beautiful life. I'm actually gonna connect with an old love interest in London. So exciting times ahead. It's gonna be special. I'm gonna see Drake on Friday, see his show live, and then I'm gonna go to London for 3 nights. So life is good. Life is good. And I am gonna try to make videos in London. I promise you that. That is very much the goal. All right, guys. We're about 34 minutes in. See you, Lena. Have a beautiful day. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Now is the time. Ask me now. Nice lady. Who you gonna see? What are your goals for the next chapter of your life? Buy a house, number one. Raise my income, number two. I'll just see the two go hand in hand. Um, and hopefully find my last partner. Like, yep, ghost. I don't even know who that is, but sounds amazing. Live shows are dope. Yeah, those are like my goals, I would say. And then do a hard ass cut and get in the best shape of my life. Do you ever have trouble getting motivated to work out? I always have trouble sticking with it. No, I don't. I'm addicted to it. I'm an addict. I'm very prone to addiction, hence my issues with weed. But yeah, no. Working out for me is like brushing my teeth. It's like taking a shower. If I don't do it, I don't feel happy. It's usually the best part of my day. That may sound sad, but it's the truth. No, I never get like I never have trouble getting motivated ever. Nope. No, 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 no. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate you. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. Lizard, I'm so happy you caught alive. I'm sorry that it was a rather short one, but that's all I got today. I'm tired, man. Um, Stick to it though. Stick to it. Stick to the plan. Like, and try to do your workouts as early as you can in the morning, and if that's possible. Like a trick that I like to use is don't take any caffeine until right before the gym, and then use that wave of caffeine to like get it done. You're ready to settle down and live a stable life. Thank you, Mar. You'll be praying for me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lady R. Thank you, Mar. Thank you, Lizard. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, Lizard, like, don't drink a bunch of coffee, wait 6 hours, and then go to the gym. Try to not have any caffeine until right before you go to the gym, and that always helps, in my opinion. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm out. Peace.